Hello there, Dan the Weatherman here. Hey, welcome to my weather show. We've got a much quieter weather across New Zealand coming this week compared to last week, which of course, for northern parts of the country, look at some of these scenes. And to get a month's worth of rain in Auckland and Gisborne in the span of 6 to 7 hours, you think, how is that possible? And we're seeing it more and more. Extreme rainfall events, it's always down to a slow-moving, stuck weather system, and we had a cut-off low. It was connected to the juicy tropics. We had blocking, keeping the low from moving away. Mix it all around, and you've got this thing just dumping its wet weather. See the yellow cloud there? That's the active cloud from what is still the engine room, the cut-off low from that low. It's still sitting there. One more little flick, like an octopus arm, flicking some showers before it goes away. This is the ridge, and this area here, an upper trough and a good cool surge from the Southern Ocean later in the week into the far south. So let's get into it. That's the low. One more little flick of the octopus arm, that area blew some energy, and that will just squeeze out some moisture, unfortunately, for the east coast of the North Island Monday, fading away Tuesday. Quieter weather with the upper ridge across the rest of the South Island, and then you see as we get to the middle part of the week, that finally goes away. That last flick goes through. We've got the ridge, but already something else. That off the Australian coast and that from the Southern Ocean. So what does it all mean? East of the North Island, wet and windy, Gisborne for Monday. You've still got about 50 to 100 millimetres of rain as possible. Everywhere else you're fine, you're looking pretty good with high pressure. Tuesday, a few inland showers to the far south. This is starting to just fade as the energy goes past, so you can see what is heavy persistent rain. That becomes more patchy through the later parts of Tuesday across the east coast. Everyone else is fine, and temperatures where you've seen upper teens to say low to middle 20s across the country. Wednesday is when we start to see the change. Finally, that low goes away. So those are just some showers to the east of the North Island for Wednesday. Getting towards the far south and west, you're still okay, but this is the signs of change, which by Thursday, vroom, comes in as a front with some wetter weather, parts of Southland, Fiordland, and tracking into Otago, and that'll be a straight down with the temperatures for what's going to be later Thursday into Friday. Everywhere else you're fine. Finally look at that drying out with winds going offshore for the east of the North Island. And look at this guy starting to just crank up. Remember the engine room around that and that surge of cooler air from the Southern Ocean. That slides in. Your temperatures across the far south on Friday could be perhaps maybe only low to middle teens. That'll be your highs, and some single figure lows. That wet weather slides up the east of the North Island, and this thing really cranks in, which will be something we'll see how it creeps in from the west, whether it comes in or it just sort of sits and loiters, as a lot of these systems have done. But it could be something maybe into the weekend. Remember, once we get beyond 5 days, a lot of the timing on these systems do change. This is the rainfall for the week. Not much across much of the upper North Island. You've had a good dose as well. Quieter, drier for you. Down south, similar sort of thing. That colour of red there, 50 to 100 millimetres to the east of the North Island. That's the first part of the week. Things are quieter and drier for you. Second half, all of that creeping towards the west coast of the South Island. That's going to be over the course of the end of the week. See how much you get, perhaps 20 or 30. But overall, going through the course of the week, it is going to be much quieter. That's the weather for now.